What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Pastor Carter. Listen, I am so excited today about what's about to take place. We asked our youth for the month of February, Black History Month, to analyze their hearts and answer the hard question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And we did not stop there. We asked them to find someone that is presently doing what it is that they desire or has previously done in the past. And you guys would be blown away to see what they came up with. Today, we are going to share that. For the next few moments, we're asking that you lean in, listen, and support these young people as they have worked hard, pouring their hearts out, talking about individual heroes that they have who are presently or have previously done what it is that they desire to do in their future. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here are the youth of Mount Pisgah sharing moments of Black history.
My name is Elijah Kimball. I am 8 years old, and I go to Maple Crest Elementary School. James Wormley Jones was born September 22nd, 1884. Died December 11th, 1958. James Wormley Jones was an African-American policeman and World War I veteran, who is best known for having been the first African-American Federal Bureau of Investigation special agent in 1919 as an FBI agent. He was assigned to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan, the African Brotherhood, and Marcus Garvey's Universal Negro Improvement Association. His FBI code name was Agent 800. When I grow up, I want to be a policeman officer just like him.
On May 11, 1943, Clarence Ellis was born in Chicago with 4 siblings. His mother struggled to raise all 5 of them due to being both poor and divorced. And as Ellis grew up, he became more intelligent throughout computer science. He was elected for the Association of Computer Science, well known as the ACM, and as one of the fellows of the ACM. Along the way, Ellis and his group had invented GrouperTalk as one of its systems. Clarence earned a Memorial Award. Ellis was also the first African American to earn a PhD in computer science.
My name is Leah Gaddis. I am 10 years old and I go to Western and I'm in 5th grade, and this is my speech. Jackie Roosevelt Robinson, better known as Jackie Robinson, he was born on January 31st, 1919, and he died on October 24th, 1972, at the age of 53. He was an African-American baseball player to play in the Major League Baseball in the modern era. His wife's name is Rachel Robertson. He was also the first MVP and a 6-time All-Star. Beyond baseball, he was a civil rights activist, the first Black vice president of a major corporation. This is the life and legacy of Mr. Jackie Robinson.
I am Joaquin Campbell Jr. and I'm talking about Mark Edward Dean. He was born March 2nd, 1957 and is 68 years old. He is an American inventor and computer engineer. He holds 3 of the 9 PC patents for being co-creator of IBM personal computer, released in 1987. In 1995, Mark Edward Dean was named the first African American IBM Fellow. In 2013, Mark Edward Dean retired from IBM and returned to Utah, where he is now the John Fisher Distinguished Professor in the Tickle College of Engineering. If I could ask him one question, I would ask him why he decided to help make the first personal computer.
When I grow up, I want to follow in Misty Copeland's footsteps and become a professional dancer. Misty Copeland loved to dance. Growing up, Misty was a shy African American girl who blended into the background of her big family. Little did she know that one day she would be a star. From the start of the passion inside of Misty shone through each twirl and leap. Dancing made her feel strong and free. This quiet little girl's talent would lead her to become a groundbreaking dancer at one of the top ballet companies in the world. One day, Misty changed into a t-shirt, shorts, and socks and decided to get ballet a chance. Surrounded by kids wearing leotards and tights, she felt out of place. Misty was usually confident when she danced, but not this time. Moves made her feel awkward and insecure. By the end of this class, she had enough. Misty decided her time with ballet was done. Cindy Bradley, who taught the ballet class at the Boy and Girls Club, had plans for Misty. From the beginning, she saw Misty's talent. She convinced Misty to come back to dance. At the age of 13, Misty was much older than most beginners, but she was a natural. Cindy offered Misty a full scholarship to her ballet school so she could learn more. All of her classes and ballet clothes would be free. Misty's mom was so proud of her daughter for earning a chance to develop her talent. Almost every day, Misty went to Cindy's studio. The classes were grueling and required a lot of focus, but every step, leap, and spin filled Misty with joy. Soon, Misty was excelling. Nothing could stop her. Just 2 months after starting ballet lessons, Misty went on point, on the tip of her toes. Dancing on Point is a school that takes most dancers years to master. Cindy told Misty she was perfect for ballet. Even though Misty loved ballet, she had actually never seen a live performance. Cindy took her to see Don Quixote. At just 19, the star of the show, Paloma Herrera, had become a principal ballet dancer at the American Ballet Theater, ABT, in New York City. ABT was one of the top ballet companies or performing groups in the world. Misty watched Paloma and dreamed of being an ABT principal dancer too. Before summer started, Misty had gotten an invitation to a summer program at the ABT. Misty's dedication and talent wowed the people at ABT. The next year after Misty graduated from high school, she moved to New York City to become a member at the ABT company that her idol Paloma Herrera danced for. Misty was the only Black woman out of dozens of dancers. After joining ABT, Misty injured her back and took a year to recover. When she returned, her body had more curves, a shape some thought wasn't right for ballet. It hurt Misty to know that some people didn't think women with brown skin and curves should be ballerinas. Over time, other African Americans in the world, ballet helped see that she belonged. She was not just dancing for herself anymore. She was dancing for every African American ballerina who never had a chance to rise to the top. She danced for all the kids who would one day follow her example. Misty found strength in them and in herself. Thank you. I think I have a chance.
Hello, my name is Zephaniah Green, and today I will be talking about James McCune Smith. James McCune Smith was the first black man with a doctorate in the U.S. with the university medical degree. He was the one who earned from the University of Glasgow in 1837 because American universities banned him. He later became the first black pharmacist in the U.S. Glasgow is the largest city in Scotland, located in the west central lowlands on the banks of the River Clyde. James McCune Smith was the first African American to own and operate a pharmacy in the United States. It was located at 93 West Broadway in New York City. James McCune Smith was born April 12, 1813. He was born into slavery in New York City and was freed at the age of 14 in 1827. James McCune Smith died in 1865. He passed away on November 17th at the age of 52, just 19 days before the ratification of the 13th Amendment. He has been most well known for his leadership as an abolitionist, a member of the American Anti-Slavery Society with Frederick Douglass. He also helped start the National Council of Colored People in 1853. The reason I looked up to him is because he changed the world and left an impression.
Hello, my name is Josiah Green. Today I will be talking about Dr. Daniel Hill Williams. Dr. Daniel Hill Williams was the first person to perform a successful open heart surgery. He was born on January 18, 1856, in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. He died on August 4, 1831, in Idlewood, Michigan, at the age of 75. He married Alice Darling Johnson on April 2, 1881. He experienced poverty and racism after his father's death, working as a barber and shoemaker. He was inspired to face racism in healthcare and create opportunities for black medical professionals, witnessing black patients receive inferior care and facing discrimination himself. He founded Provident Hospital and Training School in 1891, the first interracial hospital in the U.S. To provide training for black nurses and doctors, he was driven by a desire for equitable, high-quality medical care. Dr. Daniel Hill Williams was inspired by Dr. Henry Palmer, a white surgeon he apprenticed with in Wisconsin. Working closely with skilled surgeons showed Williams what was possible in medicine and pushed him to aim higher.
Thurgood Marshall, otherwise known as Thurgood Marshall, was born on July 2, 1908 in Baltimore, Maryland. On his way to becoming the first African-American justice to serve on the American Supreme Court, he faced many challenges along the way. These challenges spanned from racism and the Jim Crow laws to him getting threats of lynching and having to move to different safe houses almost every day due to harassment. Aside from being part of the Supreme Court, Marshall was a major civil rights activist. As the chief counsel of the NAACP, he argued many cases, including the Brown v. Board of Education case, before he became the first African-American justice. Even after the passing of Thurgood Marshall, his contributions to our country today were exponential. After he retired from the Supreme Court in 1991, Clarence Thomas succeeded him by becoming the next African American justice in the Supreme Court. And as of 2022, Ketanji Brown Jackson became the first ever female African American justice to serve on the Supreme Court. Through them, Thurgood Marshall's legacy will be able to live on for generations to come.
Hello, my name is John Hill Jr. My historic African American figure of choice is Jane Bolin, an African American lawyer and a Supreme Court judge. Jane Bolin was born on April 11, 1908 to Gaius C. Bolin of Poughkeepsie, New York. He was a very influential lawyer in Williamstown, New York at the time. A key life experience that helped shape her career in law is the fact that her father would take her to work with him. She would later become the first black woman to graduate from Yale College in 1931. She followed his footsteps and became a lawyer, then went the extra mile and became a judge. Her reasoning for becoming a judge was the fact that she didn't like to see people suffering. Her life goal was to end human suffering. Her ultimate achievement was that she was appointed the first black family court female judge by the mayor of New York City in 1939. Jane Bolin would soon be known for her compassion. She didn't wear judicial robes in court in an effort to make children feel more at ease. She committed herself to seeking equal treatment for all who appeared before her, regardless of their economic or ethnic background. Personal qualities that I find most inspiring are her determination and her consistent care for those in need. Although my career path is not that of a lawyer or judge, I would still work towards being an advocate for and a voice for those less than. A similar barrier from Ms. Bolin's life that is relevant today is the fact that we are still faced with certain racial disparities.
Ryan Coogler is one of the most famous directors working today, but his journey didn't started long before Hollywood. He was born in Oakland, California on May 23, 1986, and grew up in a close, hardworking family. When he was only 5 years old, he watched the movie Boys in the Hood with his dad, an experience that first inspired him to care about black stories and storytelling. Even though he loved sports and football and track, a college Ryan class changed everything. A professor noticed he had a special talent for writing after he shared a story about his dad. That moment helped push Ryan towards screenwriting and filmmaking. Ryan's big break came when he made his first major movie, Fruitvale Station, which launched his career in the film world. But he truly became famous for directing big hit movies, especially Creed series and Marvel's Black Panther. Black Panther wasn't just a superhero movie. It turned into a worldwide cultural moment that celebrated black culture. It broke world records that made Ryan one of the most famous directors in Hollywood. But he didn't stop there. Ryan continued to make powerful movies, including Black Panther: Wakanda Forever and the film movie Sinners. Sinners turned into the highest grossing debut in an original rated R movie in the 2020s and sparked big conversations about black art, horror, and culture. On January 22nd, 2026, an Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science announced the nomination for the 98th Oscars. Sinners led the pack with a record-breaking 16 nominations, surpassing the previous records of 14 held by All About Eve, Titanic, and La La Land. Ryan Coogler is now recognized as one of the biggest filmmakers of our time and he continues to inspire people by showing how powerful storytelling can be.
Yo, wasn't that exciting? I'm telling you, our young people worked hard. We are so proud of them. We like to give a special shout out and thanks to Pastor Anderson for allowing the youth ministry to do this magnificent project. We'd like to thank Sister Fonda, who's over the parent ministry, and Sister Jackie Campbell. These magnificent ladies came together and they worked hard and diligently to make sure that everyone stayed on the same page regarding this project. We'd also like to thank Deacon Jones, who worked selflessly to make sure that the videos were done in great quality and care. We'd like to thank all of the parents who made sure that their kids came along and did everything that they were supposed to do. And thank you to all the youth who participated in this. We hope that everyone was blessed by it, and know that greater's coming, guys. Y'all lean in. Youth Ministry's doing some exciting things this year. Till then, God bless. Thank you for watching.